What's up, you opportunity cost investors? My name is Lukas. I'm from excelwealth.com, and today I'm doing this video together with my friend Jesse from Opportunity Cost Investing.
Yo, Lucas does a better job at that than I do. In this video, we're going to provide a paradigm shift in the way we think about stock splits, even more so than the truth we've been already told.
But okay, Jesse, I'm actually just wondering, doesn't our audience already know the whole truth behind stock splits? Doing a stock split doesn't just mean if they cut it up in 5, it's just, you know what, you get 5 instead of having 1. It doesn't work like that. But I'll tell you this, the one thing is the value of a company does change because of that.
And while I'm glad that we covered that misconception, as it's so common that it even exists in that cash flow board game you see behind me, that's not the way we should think about stock splits. And there are other myths we have to disprove, such as there's no change in market value. In fact, that myth is so common that if you go to Investopedia, word for word, it says the market capitalization and the value of the company does not change. And professionals say the same thing. However, how can that be true? What about the cost of the split and the time it takes to do it? Much like people, companies are affected by splits in different ways. Oh, I think I'm stuck. That's what I get for missing an episode of Yoga with Jen. I think I'm stuck. Shannon, help! Now, I've watched dozens of stock split videos, but my man Nolan Dowman does it best. His channel is linked in the description below. He used 1 stick of butter to represent 1 share of a company. And, as you've probably already been told, you just split it in 4 equal parts. You still have 1 stick of butter, however, now people can eat 1/4 of a piece of butter instead of a whole stick. By the way, don't eat sticks of butter. Please don't do that. And although this is great at clearing up that misconception, we can do better by thinking in terms of opportunity cost and taking it to the next level. So again, this stick of butter represents 1 share of a company. And if you think about it, companies have to have meetings, maybe discuss with analysts or consultants, just to consider having a stock split. Also keep in mind that this cost to the company could have been used in the company to grow more value. So there's an opportunity cost associated with that. But does it end there? No, because there's other costs to the company, such as getting it approved by the shareholders, which comes at a cost to the company, which again has opportunity costs associated with it. And the original cost also, again, compounds. So you can see how these effects accumulate. And we don't just stop there either, because we also have to consider the fact that there are SEC guidelines that the company has to follow, which again, there's an opportunity cost associated with all 3. And they have to comply with restrictions under the exchange they're listed under. One of which is the fact that you have to notify them and you pay annual dues to the exchange listing. By increasing the amount of total shares outstanding, you can push this annual fee up $20,000 or more dollars. So this doesn't look like a lot, but it can add up. So the question you're probably asking is, well, how much is all this present opportunity cost worth to a company? And as you can imagine, it's really hard to identify. Depending on the company or the extent of the stock split, I would wager probably in the low hundreds of thousands of dollars. And as we'll see later in this video, it probably cost individual shareholders probably at most hundreds of dollars in taxes and lost out gains. Now, opportunity cost doesn't just take into effect these present costs. We also have to look to the future as well. Consider the fact that after we do a split, a company is very willing to do a split again. I can almost guarantee it. And when that happens, at some point, just like in Apple's past, they're going to have to authorize more shares, which comes at a cost to the company and might dilute your interest as a shareholder. And speaking of interest, at least we're all losing market value equally, right? There's no change in proportionate value. Oh wait, is there?
Fractional shares are very interesting. So the moment a stock split happens, what they do is they'll cut up every fractional share as well. A brokerage account like Trading 212 would say, you know what? Because we do cash in lieu, instead of just giving you 5 shares, we'll just give you cash instead. Instead of owning a stock, you own money again. Like, dude, I don't want to have money, because the moment money comes into your wallet, the government is like, hey, hello, we're going to take some taxes from that money that you got. All of a sudden, the whole game of investing has turned into money. They've cashed out for you. So Jesse, I'm actually wondering, Are there any other gains on fractional shares then? Like, are there any other benefits?
Yep, fractional shares give tremendous value to investors because they give them the advantage to buy things that they couldn't have done otherwise. And because fractional shares are becoming more popular, we'll actually see a decrease in the amount of stock splits happening because we can buy them regardless of the price. And the company can now take the cost that they would have used to split their stock and retain it in the business and use it to provide more value to the shareholders.
So it's very important that we need to weigh out the opportunities and the cost while investing. And always keep in mind your stake in that company might change as well because of this, because of the choices of making a stock split. And in the end, hey, taxes will be always luring around. And yes, you might be taxed more just because of the changes that happen to the company. And in the end, because fractional shares are bits and pieces, all of a sudden your piece of pie may be smaller than before the stock split.
That's it for this video. I hope you had as much fun watching it as we did creating it. Lukas is such a tremendous business partner, and I hope you check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you like that smash button, buy stock in both our subscriber counts, Liberty Bell that notification icon, and thanks for watching. Until next time. I better get this right on the first try because I don't have one stick of butter. My girlfriend's going to be so ticked off when she finds out what I'm using the butter for and why it's gone. I hope you all liked this video.